Good evening. Mic check, hello. Think we're live. I think we're live. Ramzar, Newbie, welcome. Hello. Kempe, good evening. Daniel, mic working good. Ian, Camelop, Elaine, good evening. Mark, hello. Mark's my new daddy. Robert, Midlife Lab, Amir. Do it now. Terminator, yeah. Pops, Daniel, Brian. Nobby Dobby Dobbend. I like that one. Mr. Poop, welcome mate. David, Midlife Lab. Ready, Fifi. Why is it bedtime, Fifi? Mr. Studio, welcome. Pellegrine, good evening. Send you a message on the store. I haven't had time to check messages today, I'll be honest. I haven't had time at all, unfortunately. David, Martin, Andrew, Cal, combination. Hell no. Hell no. Nope. Don't like the Royals. Very much dislike the Royals. Viz, Abidad, Paul. We have, first of all, a Series X that's liquid damaged. No such thing as bedtime, I agree. Tom, good evening, mate. Almost midnight and you're streaming, yeah. Well, it's like 11:15 here. Frustrating week, eBay and the damn eBay international shipping did not help. Why would happen, mate? Oh, an A1708 board, speak to you about it tomorrow. No worries. No problem at all. Hello from Leicester, Vermont, USA. Welcome. You stole our town names. David, thank you, mate. Really appreciate that.
$3.71.
MHP, good evening. 1:45. No, not here. Welcome, Camelop. Evgeny, welcome. Good evening. The Royals are chasing sheep instead of counting sheep. Yeah, I've got to be careful what I say on here. But I just don't like the Royals. I have to be careful though, because otherwise I can get banned. AI, good evening. Nice to see you, mate. Okay, my warranty stickers just fell off my shelf. Paul, is using the PC power supply to power a PS4 Pro safe? I would say not, because they've got a massive amount of current ability. And if they become short in any way, it could cause massive problems for the board. Sausage fingers, yeah. eBay can't tell me who's going to be responsible for delivering the item to Canada. EIS is just global shipping plan renamed. Right, okay, got ya. E-Repair, welcome. How's the shed going? I haven't got it yet. I'll give you a £5 for your Series X. I haven't started yet because I'm struggling to find materials at the minute. I have to press the power button twice for it to come on. That can be normal. It depends if it gets shut down properly. If it doesn't get shut down properly, then yeah, that would be normal, having to press it twice. PV2, welcome. Master CPU, welcome. I don't get the fascination either, I'll be honest. I really don't. Greetings from Jamaica, welcome. Why do you think I got a metal one? Because you wasted your money. Andy, how's it going, mate? Can you recommend anyone to have a look at my PS3? Whereabouts are you, mate? UK or overseas? Mark, welcome. Where's Jason? Ah, there he is. Jason, welcome, mate. Shutdown normally it uses 23.45 amps. I'd say that's normal, but the problem is the current carrying capacity is really, really high. UK. Does anyone know anyone in the UK to look at PS3s? I'm not set up for it. I haven't got the UART stuff at the minute. I have got it, I haven't set it up. I need to get it configured. You was clever. No, you weren't. You're going to bake in the summer. Works phone just had to ask. Yeah, the problem is if anything goes wrong, it's got a lot of current capacity, current carrying capacity on it. Welcome, Dean. Welcome, mate. Trinidad and Tobago. Nice. Welcome, Paul. Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago, obviously, I mean, well, 110 volts is, 110 volts at 12 volt, 110 amp, no, about 80 amps, 110 volts. Well, you're going to be getting like half the wattage that we get, right? But actually, I don't know when it converts to DC. I'm not sure. God knows. I don't know. Someone use UART. I'm a cupcake, you know. Ha! I'm not a cupcake. No, this is liquid damaged. Looks like it's been dropped as well. It's got a bit of damage to it. But never mind. It's only a couple of months old as far as I know. Gary, how's it going, mate? No worries, Greg. Yeah, eBay, to be honest, yeah, I can't stand them either. Crack on, ginger balls, enough yapping. That's for you, dude. You get the first one of the day. Look at my veins. They're not cool. I'm a cyborg. These veins are literally artificial. Artificial veins. Just makes it look like I'm human. Really, I'm an android. Look. See? Artificial veins. Let's crack it open. We will do in a minute. Liquid damage. I don't know, mate. I don't know what happened. Paying $1,000. What for one of these? Damn. Mind you, yeah, currency differences. But yeah, it looks like you're taking a bit of a hit, so I don't know. Clean it with water. I'm good, thanks, Travis. How are you, mate? Veins are the only meat on you. Do you ever have any Sega Genesis parts on your website? I'm not sure yet, mate. I'm not sure. Oh, $1,000 for PS4 Pro power supply. Damn. What currency is in Trinidad and Tobago? Oh, it's like 15 cents for $1. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like 12 pence. AI, thank you. Really appreciate that, mate.
AI super chatted $3.71.
It would be an honour to be flipped off. I'll tell you what, mate. You can get flipped off on Ugly Cam. Oh dear. Good to hear, Travis. Good to hear, mate. I'm good, thanks, Andrew. How are you, mate? Definitely a crackhead, mate. Definitely a crackhead. Right, anyway, let's get to some work. Have it. I can die a happy man now. Good shit, mate. Good shit. Watermelons. How's it going, mate? Right, let's see what's going on with this one. So this has been sent in for liquid damage. Let's have a nose and see what's happening with it. It looks like it's been dropped. Like the case has come apart a bit and there's a little bit of damage to the case as well. Let's not add to that liquid damage. Let's move that coffee. Bang. Oh yeah, it's definitely damaged. It's definitely liquid damage. That button was stuck in. We've got absolutely no sign of life at all. Alright, cool, good. Good shit. Just no display, it's a 60 gig, so I want to fix it. Have you tried doing one of those factory reset thing using the buttons? Right, okay. No power at all. Definitely been dropped. We've got some signs of damage around the housing and stuff. Same with that there. Unless that's happened in shipping, I don't know. But I do know one thing, and that is that it hasn't been taken out of the box until now, so it's definitely not happened here. But yeah, it was fairly well packaged, so I can't see it happening in shipping. But it looks like it's been dropped, but this is only a couple of months old as well. That's the worst thing. Try a hammer. Coffee might wake it up, yeah. Yeah, indeed, kids. Evening, Scoot. Abby Dad, welcome. Jess, good evening. Right, let's remove this sticker as nicely as we can first. I got my whoa! I nearly messed up then. I had my temperature set at 300 and some odd degrees. It's gone 160 degrees Celsius. I did like 300. That nearly ended up with me having to replace a case. Always check before you just go full ham. There we go. Fifi's been a member for a month. Nice. Nice. Except he's a cheapskate because he didn't even pay for it. What a cheapskate. What an absolute cheapskate. Let's do the same with this one. Evening, James. Taught my kid about coercive fixes when my AC condenser fan wouldn't run. Nice. Damn it, I can't get this one off. I heat it up a little bit more. Damn it, now I've got fluff on it because there was dust on my fucking thing. Yeah, bit of IPAs will clean it off and retain the adhesive or adhesion. Come on. Come on, Mr. Sticker. Thank you. I like to get these off without damaging them. Unless they've already been damaged. But this one's never been anywhere else, so we're all good. Right. Oh, that's going to be rough in there. We've already got signs of liquid damage around the heatsink, so that is going to be rough. I am going to put some gloves on, I think, for this one, because I don't know what's on it. I do not know what's on it, so it's glove time. Evening, Gloria. Booter loves this Xbox. Booter's a knob. Booter stream sucks. Look, you should really stay away from Booter. Show the ugly cam. Nah, you don't want it, mate. Who's paying for your shed? Well, I had a donation pool up, but pretty much pay for most of it myself. I've had like £600 donated towards it, which is great. Cat pee. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. So considering that's only a couple of months old, I mean that dust is all stuck to the fan, so it's definitely had a fair bit of liquid entering the system, I would say. Let's just pop this base off. Pop. Did that fan not turn when you push the blade? I was holding it with my finger, mate. It's not recommended to turn a blade when you're without it being powered, because you're basically generating electricity, and you can damage them by doing it. So it's recommended not to do that. It's most likely not going to hurt it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. Oh, lovely. We've got a bit of dust in here. And we definitely have some liquid in there in the bottom, and it's sticky as well. That's going to be some sort of juice. So this console belongs to a 14-year-old kid. So it's likely going to be some sort of juice which has been spilt inside. Right, step number one. Let's have a look at this button, this button board. That looks absolutely fine. Very doubtful that's going to be the cause. Looks like nothing's hit that at all. So that's fine. I will leave that. Either this has been opened before, or this is yet another one with factory defect when it comes to the screws, because I've had these brand new or virtually brand new in the past, and we've had threaded screws, cross-threaded screws. This one's got 2 screws missing, but the customer said it's not been anywhere else. So either the customer's lying, or this is a defect from factory. This is going to be a fun one. Yep. What happened to PC? What PC, mate? Good evening, Giant. CMI, welcome, buddy. Someone was asking about your testers the other day. They want to know if I'm going to be selling them on my store. Can you get in touch with me tomorrow at all? Another one with power supply defects. Like the quality control in terms of this housing, it's not great. Seen a lot of those lately. I'll show you close up in a minute when I get the power supply out. Hey, Gibbo, my little Pokemon. How's it going, mate? One more screw. There we go. Anything past the OG is garbage. Yeah, but even the OG was just a jumped up PC. I mean, let's be honest. I know there was good consoles, but even that was just a jumped up PC, really. Right. Okay, so the first real question is, what is the condition of the power supply? Because they commonly die when they get liquid damaged. So as soon as I can actually unplug the damn thing, I will tell you. Come on. Thank you. Finally. Right. Let's plug in the power supply and find out. Shall we? Right, multimeter. Multimeter. Do we get 12 volts? Yep, we got 12 volts there, so that means we would at least get a beep on beep off if it was related to power supply, but we're very likely going to be getting 12 volts on this connector as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not the power supply, and that's not the right button. Yeah, so it's not the power supply that's causing this. Let's plug the power supply back in a second. I am going to try another front panel. Actually, you know what? No, let's check for a short on 12 volt. No short on that 12 volt rail. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on. No. No short on that 12 volt rail. Alright, well, then I guess we've got to investigate a little bit more. So no short on either of the 12 volt rails. So that was just a little bit of excess charge in the capacitors. There's one of the screws. Really? Really? There's one of the missing screws. I think that's factory defect. Right, is the other one in here? Interesting. Actually, I am going to try something in a sec. Wait, what? Okay, this has been opened. That screw is chewed. That's been opened. Let's try a T9. I think they lied. That's been opened. Oi, focus. Yep. Yep. Yeah, this has had probably repair attempts. Right, okay. Before I do anything else then, let me just... Well, first of all, let's check the SSD. Make sure that's present. Yep. We have a present SSD. Phil Danks is my name, fixing shit's my game. Wish I had a sweet beard like Booter, then maybe I could get some cooter. Got something special for you when you raid, my boy. Alright, mate. Cheers, dude.
Then maybe I could get some cooter. Got something special for you when you raid, my boy. Heart, heart, heart.
Cheers for the tenner, mate. Appreciate that, dude. Nah, customers never lie. Never. Right, okay, I'll tell you what. First of all, I'm going to try a replacement front panel board just to double check. Alright. So, courtesy of consolefix.shop, here's a replacement front panel board. Me and Booter are basically just giving YouTube money at this point. Keep donating to each other. Yeah, everyone go check out ComputerBooter's channel. He's a legend. I will be forwarding the stream onto him later on. Right, so there's a replacement front panel. I'm going to take this Nexus board off. I'm assuming if this has had prior repair attempts, then it's already been checked, but never be too sure. Four screws just to hold the power board in. Bit over the top, wouldn't you say? Right. The Nexus board looks okay. So the Nexus board, by the way, is the front panel board where for the what do you call it? Front panel board for the power button. the code name is Nexus. Why did I replace that Wi-Fi board? It was this board I needed to replace. I don't know. That was a Wi-Fi board. I don't need that. Let's forget about that. Let's just see if we're actually getting 12 volts, okay? So I'm going to stick my probes in there. Yeah, so we've got no short. It's not being pulled down to ground. Not on that one anyway. And this one... yeah, the same. Right, okay. So... no signs of life from the console. So let's try a replacement Nexus board, just to be on the safe side. Hopefully I've got one to hand. Yeah, so consolefix.shop comes in clutch once again with this replacement Nexus board. So that's the customer's board right there. This is my board. Nope, absolutely nothing. Stone dead. Let me just see if I get 3 volts on the board. But this looks like it's taking an impact on the APU itself as well. So, yeah. Let's just have a look. I just want to see if I get 3 volts on the power button. No, I do not. No power on the power button at all. Yeah, no power on the power button whatsoever. Have I got anything on this Nexus connector? No. I've got absolutely nothing on the power button. So let's try a different safe bridge board quickly, just so I can isolate what board is causing the no power issue. What's going on? Electric screwdrivers. Nah, I'm not a fan of them. What's going on? Anyone fill me in? Oh, that's awesome, Jason. DM. Let's have a look. Yeah, Jason, that's a little bit too far, mate. I'm sorry, but yeah. Yeah, that is definitely too far. Right, I'm going to try another board while I'm waiting for a reply. Okay, Tab, no worries. I will leave it down to you, my friend. I will leave it down to you. Right, so how is my Southbridge board? So it's not going to work with this board, this Southbridge board, because they are paired. But it will give me an idea as to whether or not the Southbridge board is what's causing the fault. Right, what am I doing? Now I've just caught up on that, what's going on. Where have I put the power supply? I'm trying to catch up with that at the same time, so sorry about that. I've lost the power supply now. Where have I just put it? There, right next to me. Right, so it's not going to turn on with this Southbridge board, but if it goes beep on beep off, then I know there's an issue with this Southbridge board, this secondary board. So that's the reason why I'm changing it. Obviously I can't use it, but it will isolate what board I need to fault find. And I've also got an APU board which I can put that Southbridge board onto to figure out if this APU board has got a fault as well. So yeah, that is the plan. Right, known good Nexus board. No, still no power at all, completely dead. So that didn't feel like it was quite connected up properly. So this is just a faster way of diagnosing what board to work on. This is the problem with split board designs, is you don't actually know. Yeah, that's definitely connected up properly and I'm getting no signs of life at all. I'm really not, Daniel, but I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, so absolutely no signs of life whatsoever. So I don't think it's the Southbridge board, but I am going to double check with another APU board on this just to make sure, because I want to know whether I'm going to have to fault find two boards or just one. So if it attempts to power on my other APU board, the one that I know works, well, I say works loosely, it doesn't work, I can't get any display out of it, but it does at least power on. So that's my Southbridge board. This is my APU board. I should pop that one to one side a minute. Evening, Steve. And this is the customer's Southbridge board. Hello to everyone, by the way. If I've missed you saying hello in the chat, I apologise. I'm not always looking at chat because I'm trying to concentrate on a repair at the same time. And most of my attention goes to that. I think what's strange here is there's really not much on the APU board at all. There we go. So, customer Southbridge board. Nothing. Ooh. Let's just try a power supply just in case it's losing. Just in case it's dropping voltage as soon as we pair it on. Because if there's an issue with the power supply and it can't hold the load, then there is a chance that it can, you know, as soon as you apply any kind of load to it, it can shut itself down. You know, if the power supply is faulty, but not faulty where it's preventing it from putting out 12 volts, there is that chance that it could be the cause. So let's just grab a test power supply. But I'm not sure if this is going to be economically viable if I've got to sit here and fault find two boards. I mean, it all depends what's actually wrong, but I'm just going to try a replacement power supply, one that I know works. So again, consolefix.shop comes in clutch with the replacement parts for rapid testing. Anonymous repair, hello. So yeah, just try a power supply. No, stone dead. Looks like we've got a fault on. Damn it, might actually help if I actually plug the freaking Nexus board in. Yeah, that might help, Phil. No, stone dead. Even with a non-good power supply, stone dead. Yeah, okay, well, that's my board. We've got a fault find two boards. Monk Standing, good evening. Yeah, we've got a fault find two boards here. This sucks. Just for confirmation, I am going to plug my boards back together. Look, I'm going to hook up my console, the one that I've got, well, the one that I'm using for testing. I'm going to hook it up and just make 100% sure that mine is actually working, and then that way I can test the customer's power supply at the same time. And yes, by the way, I was using a V2 Xbox for parts as well, so this Xbox that I'm working on is V2, and the Xbox that I've been using as a test, that I've been using for test parts is also V2. So yeah, the ribbons are the same, everything's the same. But that's just absolute confirmation, just for sanity checks. Just make sure that my test parts are working, because if they're not, then yeah. But there should be. And by the way, that test one that I did was the one that got gifted to me, which had a display issue, and I tried absolutely everything, couldn't fix it. And I did try the ESD afterwards, and it still went the same, no display. So I can only assume it's the APU. Right. Oh. Wait, what? Why is that not working? Have I got the Nexus board connected up the wrong way? I think I might have been connecting the Nexus board up the wrong way all this time. Ha! Yeah. I'm a freaking moron. Alright, well, now I've got to do all of that again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm wasting your time here. But I've got to do all of that again. Fuck's sake. Okay. I'm sorry, I've been connecting that Nexus board up wrong all this time. The joys of a live stream. The joys of a live stream. These can all be edited out in a video. I can pretend it never happened. Oh god. Oh, I'm a freaking moron. I've been connecting it up wrong all this freaking time. Damn it. Right, this is my power supply, okay, with the customer's hardware. Customer's hardware, my power supply. Nothing. Something is wrong with one of the boards, okay. Right, okay, so let's try a replacement Southbridge board. You enjoying the live LK? What's LK? Nexus Connection Blues. I like the sound of that. Right. Okay. Let's try a replacement Southbridge board. Customer's APU board, my Southbridge board. Connect that up the right way, because we know exactly which way we're meant to be connecting it up. Right. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so stone dead with my Southbridge board. Customer Southbridge board. I absolutely hate that Molex connector. It's a pain in the arse. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, obviously this has got no SSD in it, but yeah, that is definitely a fault on the customer's APU board. So the customer's Southbridge board appears absolutely fine. That's not going to boot up because, well, number one, there's no SSD to this. I have got the SSD to that board, but meh. So yeah, I know that the customer's Southbridge board is good, and that's why I do that when I actually get it right. So I can put the customer's Southbridge board to one side and work purely on the APU board. That's absolutely fine. Just saves me fault finding one board just to find out that that board is good. The rest of the parts I can deal with later. Like the power supply I can deal with later. That's not an issue. One thing I didn't check was this ribbon. Although that ribbon technically should be fine. Should I try a ribbon? I think I probably should, shouldn't I? That's my ribbon, isn't it? Right, let me try a replacement ribbon just to make sure. So that's the replacement, that's the customer's. just to make 100% sure it's not the ribbon. Process of elimination is all it is. Never assume you've got a board issue until you've made sure you haven't got a parts issue. That is the motto to live by. Never assume you have a board issue until you know that you don't have a parts issue. So yeah, this is just going to be jerry rigged up, but you know, we don't need the heatsink just to check it, right? Okay, yeah, so absolutely nothing, stone dead. Let's just make sure that was connected up properly. Yeah, nothing, it's stone dead. So we've definitely got an APU board issue then. Okay, let's go under the scope and we'll have a look, see what's going on. Just as soon as I plug the thing back in. And just as soon as I turn on the microscope. I don't need to mark the parts, mate. I know which ones they are. I've never worked on a PSV Slim, mate, sorry. If you actually woke up and paid attention, Fifi, you'd know I've already done that. Just saying. Sorry, Fifi, to burst your bubble, mate, but I've already checked for a 12 volt short. So, bite me. Oh dear. I've got to take these gloves off. I can't wear gloves, man. No, I really don't need to mark the boards. Because I know which ones they are. Plus, the other boards don't have, the other APU board don't have an SSD in it, and the other Southbridge board hasn't got the Nexus connector on it, the Nexus ribbon on it. Yeah, I'm gonna scan around the board before I do anything. So yeah, I have already checked this connector, but just for sanity's sake, let's go continuity. We have no 12 volt short. What is my diode reading on that? So red probe ground. Ignore the beeping. Actually, I'll turn the beeper off for diode mode. And we have 0.4 and climbing. So that's climbing because I just had the probe the wrong way around. 0.40 is my diode reading, which seems about right. I don't know how to check the encoder on these. I don't know where to check on the encoder. The encoder can cause a complete no power, by the way. But yeah, I don't know where to check the encoder, but at the same time, I do know that number one, we've got liquid damage on these VRMs. unless that's flux and someone's tried changing them. In fact, I think, oh no, hang on, no, that's not flux, that's liquid. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. But for now, let's just have a look at this encoder. So I'm going to check this cap here in resistance mode. So black probe on ground. And we're getting 4,500 ohms and climbing. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the encoder. The chances are slim. There's 2,500 on there and climbing. Yeah, I don't think the encoder's bad. Let's just give the rest of the board a visual inspection, but this area's got me a little bit, not concerned, but it's got me looking, let's put it that way. But I'm going to look around the rest of the board first, because actually, you know what? That theoretically that could be off the viscous paste. Thinking about it. Alright, the rest of the board looks okay. Let's just hunt around on this board. Or on this side of the board rather. Theoretically, like I said though, that liquid there could just be residue off the viscous paste. That's not though. And in fact, no, it's not. I thought it had eaten away at the trace a little bit then. It's just the light. The rest of the board seems perfectly fine. Okay, cool. Let's have a look around here first then. So this is going to be voltage regulation. It doesn't look great, does it? But I don't know. Like I said, that could be related to the viscous paste on the heatsink. That's showing up as dead short. Oh no, it's not. I'm testing the wrong side. Am I? Is that really ground? 0.4. I thought that would have been the main input phase. 0.4. 0.4. 0.4. 0.4. 0.4. Why am I checking all of this for? It's all going to be the same in it because it's all connected together. Look, yeah. I'm checking all of these and I only need to check it once. Never mind. 0.48. 0.35. If I see anything out of the ordinary, I'll let you know. I'm checking both sides of the resistor as well, just to make sure the resistors are not blown. Just in case you're wondering. I'm checking in diode mode just to see if there's any shorts. But if I get a different reading on one of the resistors on one side, then I'll know there's an issue with the resistor. And these should all be relatively the same. So like this resistor here, I'm getting 0.45 on both sides of this. This one I'm getting 0.35. This one I'm getting 0.35. That I'll get 0.35 as well. 0.4 and 0.5. And that's what I'm expecting to get on all of them because they're all the same. So I'm expecting to get around about the same on all of them. I'll go through the schematic in a minute if I can't find anything. Yeah, all of that checks out. It's all giving me the same readings and it seems about normal. So the good thing is there's really not much on the APU board. So it's not too bad because it doesn't take really that long to check everything. Damn you. I am getting open line there. What's my resistance reading there? And you guys can't even see. Of course you can't. Worst thing have you seen used for thermal paste? Probably toothpaste, I would say. Well, I'm getting 100k. I'm getting open line there. I'm going to check that on a donor board in a second and just make sure. Because that goes through a wire to the other side. I'm assuming to some sort of... I don't know actually, because that looks like it's something related to SSD. So, because the external SSD is on the other side of that. But I'm getting open line on one side of it. I don't know if I should be expecting open line there, to be honest, because... but then again, if it's connected, if it's for the SSD, then yeah, it would be open line till there's an SSD connected. That would kind of make sense. Right, we've got we've got dead short there. I think that's correct. Even though that's a resistor, I think that's correct. Is that what is that? A current sense resistor? Maybe. I've got a 10k resistor there, but it is dead short to ground, so I'm going to check that on a donor board real quick. Have I got a donor board that's out of the housing? Yes, I do. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so... I want to sell parts of it, but I want to wait for jailbreak firmware. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, banned PS5 you can't really do a lot with at all. Right, where was I looking on there? Those two resistors. Oh, one of them's a cap. Wait, that's a cap? No, I'm looking on... hang on a minute, because I'm looking on a V1 board there, so I need to take my V2 board out of the housing. Just so I know I've got accurate readings, and this is a known good board as well in terms of power, so yeah, it's probably best to do that. So I'm just going to take the heatsink off this. Yeah, if you can jailbreak it one day, then yeah, you can use it. It's still usable, even though it's banned. You can just play it offline. Right, heatsink removed. So yeah, I need to make sure I'm getting accurate readings. So yeah, that's the cap on a V1 board. That's a 10k resistor on the V2 boards, which is kind of weird. Never mind. Let's just make sure that we're getting the right reading. Dead on 10k. And ground, yeah, okay, so that is ground. Cool. That's a good thing about having a donor board to hand. Well, a known good board, rather. So I won't even get rid of this. I won't even strip it for parts because I know it. In terms of power diagnostics, I know I can use it because I know the board turns on. So yeah, 0.35. Okay. Right, so that area seems fine. These are data lines down here. Let's check this power management chip. MPS 2131. Actually, you know what? It's probably quicker at this point. Well, let's check these MOSFETs down here first. Only problem is the see, here's the thing though, we get 12 volts, and if we get 12 volts and it's doubtful that it's going to be anything to do with the power, the main 12 volt phase, because we don't get any short to ground on the 12 volt rail, so it's very unlikely that it's going to be down to the main phases, like these phases here. I mean, I can still check them, but it's very unlikely it's going to be anything to do with it. So we get 0.4, 0.45, 0.45, 0.49, same, that's ground, 0.35, 0.5, 0.5, 0.35, 0.54, 0.05. Okay, let's check the rest of them. That one's a little bit higher at 0.07. Hang on, was that 0.05 or 0? Right, okay. That there is 0.0067. And the one down below it is 0.05, so that one appears to be shorted. Let me just check that on this board I've got here. That's correct. Right, okay, yeah, that's appearing normal. I know it's out of focus, but yeah, that's appearing absolutely fine. It's showing us it's meant to be pretty much dead short. It's low impedance, so that would make sense. I just questioned it because the other one was showing a completely different reading, the one below it. Right, these are very, very low impedance. I don't think my multimeter is actually accurate enough to even read that though. I'm just going to check all of those inductors and then check them all on the donor board off camera. Right, so I know which ones are all of the, well, both of the end ones. So the top M1 and the bottom M1 are both showing up as 0.05. The rest of them are showing up as almost dead short, so I'll just make sure that that's showing up as what it's meant to be showing up as, and then I can check the rest of it afterwards. Yep, that seems about normal. I doubt it's going to be anything to do with these phases, but I've got to check it for the process of elimination. Right, so I've done 3 of them. I'm just going to skim through these. I won't bother reading them out because it gets repetitive. So I'm just going to check them, and if I see anything, obviously I'll mention it. I mean, the caps don't look great. It's definitely come into contact with liquid, but the question is, what's it taken out? Yep, they're all checking out absolutely fine. No issues with that area at all. So I'm going to check these in diode mode. So they're all giving me a reading of about 0.3-ish. This one's giving me dead short, but that does look like it's ground. It's connected to this big pad. So I'll check all of these, and then I'll check on my known good board. That's connected to that big pad, so that's going to be ground. Yeah, they all appear to be checking out fine. That's connected to ground again. Yeah, that seems fine. I will double check it, but it seems perfectly fine. Yeah, that's ground. Yeah, see no problems here. Interesting, this board's got those 2 resistors missing. Sorry, no, they're caps, aren't they? Not resistors. Yeah. Okay, I see no problems there. Let's move along. Let's see if we can find anything else. No, you know what? Let's load up the schematic now, because it's getting to a point now where it's just really, well, really it's just chips that we can check. In terms of like this set of VRMs here, we've pretty much checked them anyway, because we've checked the caps on the other side. So realistically now, it's getting to a point where it's probably going to be something like one of these chips, one of these power management chips. So really I need to load up the schematic and find out where my test points are going to be. How's it going, James? Chris, how's it going? So let me entertain you. Now let me grab the schematic. I haven't got them on the PC for some reason, so I'll just have to download them when I need them. Series X schematic, so SoC board. There it is, courtesy of Discord. Type in ! Discord if you want to join up. Page 57. I'm looking for test points on this. I think the boards are going to be slightly different, but they should be close to being the same. So yeah, I'm going to find all of these test points on a V1 board, a board that's got the markings on, and then I'll actually, you know what, I could just Google the, no, I can't Google the chip numbers, can I? Alright, yeah, let's check the V1 board and see if there's any info on it. And another Xbox that's had a bath yet. Right, let me find some test points then. So I'm going to hunt around. I know there's no issue with 12 volt because, well, we're getting 12 volt. Although we've got 12 volt going in. So realistically, it's going to be something to do with something like a 5 volt or 3.3 volt. Probably mainly going to be a 5 or a 3.3, so I'm going to go for them first. So I'm going to hunt around on this board for TP5. That's going to be a 5 volt test point. So yes, I know this board is rough as hell, but so I'm going to look with my eyes away from the microscope and see if I can see it. So bear with me a minute. Actually, have I got the board view for this? Let me have a look. No. Oh, you suck. Don't have the board view for it. Alright. Yeah, try Uber Micro Repairs. He's in the chat. Highly recommend checking him out. Well, I can see where the 12 volt test point is on. Lost connection for a minute there, guys. Sorry. So I'm going to need to figure out what chip does what then, because the test points are all in different freaking places on this V2 board. Oh, you suck. S68230, what's that? S68230. Nope, doesn't show anything up. You suck. That is a 3.3 volt area according to my other board. So according to this board, this is 3.3 volts standby. It looks like the same area. So let's have a look around here, because this is what's going to be responsible for sending power to the power button. So let's have a nose, shall we? It doesn't look great in this area, but, well, on the inductor anyway. Interesting. Yeah, let's have a look around here. Let's scan this area for shorts and stuff. So I'm in diode mode. That area is good. 0.6. Zero 0.4. 0.35. That looks like, whoops. That pad and that pad look like ground to me. 0.68. That's open line. I'll check that in a minute on the other board. 0.53, 0.53. That is ground. 0.54, 0.53. Open. 0.54. Appears to be ground, but I'll double check it. 0.36, 0.35, yeah, okay. So, let me just check that on another board. And we shall see. So we had open line on this pin. Yeah, we had open line on that pin. Damn it. And ground on that pin. Yeah, okay, that seems normal. No, it's my computer, mate. It's not the internet, it's my computer. That's fine. That's ground. Yeah, that appears okay. What area is this? Let's have a look at that on a V1 board. Is there anything? Let's search for C123 on the schematic. Right, this is GPU phases. That's not really going to cause it, I don't think. I'm running out of ideas. U17. What is U17? VDDIO, PCIe clock. Yep, don't think that's going to be much to do with it, although we do get a 3.3 volt rail on there. That is just up by the SSD, which will make sense, I suppose. So where do we get 3.3 volt? We get it on C84. So where's C84? Oh, that's no bloody good, is it? R87, we should get a 3.3 volt rail. Is that anywhere near here? No. Ah, there's a test point there. Have we got that test point on this board? Of course we haven't. Of Because there's no freaking test points on these boards. Yes, we have. It's just there. Right, let's check that. So that's V3. That's 3v3 gated. That's checking out fine. 0.33 volt. Drop to ground. Test P's. Let's check VBAT. We've got a VBAT test point there. 0.69. That's fine. What's that test point there? That's going to be near the APU. That's CPU core, so that's going to be low impedance, but yeah, thought it would be. Right, let me just hunt around for the test point for the 5 volt rail. It could be something to do with 5 volt. There should be a 5 volt test point on here somewhere. Come on, 5 volt test point. Where are you? Where are you, 5 volt test point? Come on, you've got to be on here somewhere. Ah, V5PO, right up here. Right, okay, well, that's nice, isn't it? TP5 V5PO by the HDMI port. There you are, you little bugger. Right, what's my 5 volt test point? Reading as 0.56. So my 5 volt test point there. Damn it, that's the freaking donor board. Ah! Here we go. Yeah, we've got a 5 volt short. So the resistance on that for that 5 volt rail is 156 ohms. That's short. It's not dead short, but it's short. So on my known working board, what are we getting? We are getting all the ohms, millions of them. Millions of ohms, lots of them, plenty to spare. And on this one, so this board is dead. What are we getting on this puppy? All the ohms, yeah, so we are not short, but as good as 150 ohms. That's going to be pulling it all down. Oh, hang on. Now I'm getting... It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Could that be... Could that be the encoder? Let's have a look on the HDMI circuit quickly. It could well be the encoder, that could. but I don't know for sure. So let's have a look. What do we get on pins 18 and 19? So pin 19, overload. Pin 18, we're getting millions of ohms. Don't know if that's normal either. Let's check that on a donor board. Let's check all of that on a donor board, shall we? We get overload. Yeah, we get millions of ohms, a couple of million ohms on pin 18. So, I mean, it could still be the encoder. Let's just have a look on the... Let me just have a look on the schematic and just find out where I'm supposed to be looking. So, HDMI video out, page 30 on the schematic. NB7NQ, so that's the encoder. Actually, you know what? Let's just have a look on. Let's just try and figure out where 5 volts is generated. So let's go to page 57 again. Page 57. TP5. Hang on, let's just have a look at... Just having a look on the... just trying to figure out where 5 volt actually comes from. Don't actually know. It could be here. Maybe. If anyone knows where 5 volt comes from, where it's generated rather, on the main APU side, that would be rather helpful. I'll tell you what, let's forget that. Let's actually give it a couple of volts, shall we? So if resistance is too low, then it might generate some heat and allow me to locate something. So I'm going to start off at 1 volt. Go back to overhead for now. Has that actually gone to overhead? No, of course it hasn't. Let's go to overhead for now. So I'm going to give it 1 volt for now and just see how it behaves on that 5 volt rail. We're getting no current draw at all at 1 volt. Let's go for 1.5. Still nothing. 2 volts. Okay, now we're getting something. We had 140 milliamps of current draw for a second at 2 volts, and then it went off. Now we're getting nothing. Even at 3 volts. Right, we definitely got contact there. Even at 4 volts. I'm incrementing in 0.5 volts, by the way. Even at 5 volts, we have nothing. Interesting. Right, let me just plug in a power supply. I don't know if it's going to actually power on the 5 volt rail without the Southbridge board connected. I'm not sure. Recheck resistance. Yeah, I will do in a second. I'm just going to check voltage. I'm not sure if it'll actually... I need a longer... I need a longer ribbon cable. I might take a couple of boards and make take a couple of the connectors off the boards and try and make something, you know, jerry rig something up. So let's take the Southbridge board then. See, I want to check my 5 volt. The problem with that is I'm limited on space here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make some sort of a cable for these for when I need to do testing like this. That sucks. By the way, if you do that, if you ever connect everything up while the power's connected up, you'll have to reset everything. Because it don't like it. It don't like the random connecting to the boards. So you have to unplug it, plug it back in. And yeah, we get nothing at all. And now I want to check that 5 volt test point. It's going to be difficult, but it can be done. Okay, we're getting 5 volts now. So what the hell was with that resistance, unless it was just some random excess power left in it. Right, where was my 3.3 volt test rail? It was on the other side of the board. Ah, it's going to be really... See, this is the problem. This is the problem. Fault finding the APU board is incredibly difficult because, well, you can't freaking get to anything, can you? Well, I've actually got 5 volts on that. Right, just in case I accidentally shorted something just while I was messing with them boards. Right, that's bouncing around. That is bouncing around on there. On that 3.3 volt. Just make sure that is the right one. I believe it is. I'll tell you what. Let's just check it. But that 3.3 volt rail was bouncing around. If that is the right rail, then it was bouncing between like 0 volts and 1.8 volts. I'm pretty sure that's the right test point. The one that I should be checking for 3.3. So let's just get rid of the customer's APU board a second. Pop my known good board. Customer's Southbridge board. This is a real pain in the arse trying to test this. Right, trying to fault find this APU board is an absolute freaking nightmare. I really need to jerry rig something up in terms of like you know, extension cables and stuff, I think. I'll come up with something, I'm sure. No, that seems normal for it to be bouncing around like that. Yeah, it does, and my board here is turning on as well, so that is not the 3.3 volt rail then. So I'm testing the wrong one. Interesting. So where the hell is my 3.3 volt rail? Is it the one next to it? Nope. Right, I guess then. Let's have a look on the Nexus connector. Nexus. I need the Southbridge board. Nexus board. Pin number 4. Pin number 4 should have 3.3 volts. This is my board, by the way, with the customer Southbridge board. So pin number 4. Actually, let's test it on the. Let's see what we meant to get on the front pan on the board. Where's my connectors? Don't even know what this connector is called. It look. What is it? Is it J1? Yeah. Let's find J1 on the APU board. Ugh. There's 226 matches for J1. Lovely. Of course there is. Yeah, them motherboard cables ain't cheap at all. Con board to board, page 32. Okay. Page 32. Con board to board. What are we meant to get and where? Let me find a 3-point damn fucking connection. Right, pin number 65 is on J1 is 3P3 standby underscore enable. I'll tell you what, let's just right, so that this board turned on, right? So if I go for the Southbridge board, I'm just going to hunt for 3.3 volts on one of these pins. Because finding pin freaking 65 ain't going to be freaking easy. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it is. It's going to be fine. If there's a pin number indicator on this other board. Of course there isn't. Of course there's no pin number. Oh, there is. Pin 8 is there. Pin 0 is there. Okay. So now I should be able to find it. So let me just unplug this board. Actually, no, let's just hunt for it. Yeah. I'm going to find it difficult to actually identify it, so identify the pin. So I'm just going to check every pin until I get 3.3 volts. Right. 3.3 volts is there. It's looking like it goes over here. Because I want to try and find 3.3 volts on an area which is going to be easier to access than that. Than that connector, because that connector is really difficult to actually test the pins. So I'm going to hunt for it around here. It goes around here somewhere according to those traces. Doesn't go to any of those. Goes there. Okay. So we've got a 3.3 volt rail there. So I'm going to try that on the other board, or rather on on this Sainsbury's board with my APU board, and see if I get 3.3 volts in that area. Cool. So at least now I know where I can get 3.3 volts without having to struggle. I've got a feeling that we have got a 3.3 volt short somewhere. Probably finding out where. But I should be able to find out where that's generated if we haven't got it, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's move my APU board out. Put the customers back. I really need to jerry rig some ribbons. Just something that I can use, like make an extension board and just daisy chain a load of ribbons or something, I don't know. It wouldn't be too difficult. Right, there's that. So, customer's board is back. It would be nice to actually be able to separate these boards and still apply power to both of them and have them all connected up. It wouldn't be difficult to make a PCB to daisy chain the connectors and just grab a load of connectors off some donor boards and make up a little test bed. That would be kind of nice to have. But yeah, sometimes we can't afford nice things. Sometimes they're a little bit too luxury, unfortunately. Right, okay, so we're supposed to get 3.3 volts here. And yeah, we're not getting it. We're not getting 3.3 volts at all. Okay, right. We do have an issue with 3.3 volt then. That is definitely causing some kind of weird issues. So, sorry, my throat's going. I need coffee. I've been working on this for an hour and 40 minutes so far. Pin 1 and 5 of the IC should see 3.3 volts. What, this IC here, do you mean, mate? U82, page 31 of the schematic. Page 31. SOC page, or? Happy birthday, Kevin. Hope you're having a good birthday, mate. Right, I've just unplugged this. Let's check in diode mode. Right, that's not short. So that area is not short. What's up, Ellis? It's definitely not being generated on the APU side. Because it's the APU side that's not working. The Sainsbury's board is working fine. There's nothing wrong with the Sainsbury's board at all. Right, where is U82? Or is U82 on the Sainsbury's board? So I'm going to have a look on this this board that's actually got markings on it. That's U480. U32, U34, U58, U57, U82, right, I've got it, okay. U82, cool. That's there. That's U82. Yeah, life's good, Eddie. Thanks, mate. Hope you're well, mate. That's U82. These look like some nice beefy. That's ground. Right. Above the boost, I see, yeah. That could be the encoder then, right? Because that's connected to the encoder. Every time I've had this chip go bad, it's always been, this transistor go bad, it's always been down to the, it's always caused beep on beep off, not a no power. What did you do the other day, mate? I don't think it's going to be that chip, personally. Where does that go from there? Where does it come from there? Let me just have a look. So U82. I believe that does go through the encoder. So input 3.3 volts is on U129, edge of GPU board, check C497, C483, where are they? That's like a needle in a haystack, mate. That's like a needle in a freaking haystack. U129. Where's U129, bud? Ended up drilling a hole in the gas pipe. Oh, wow. Damn, dude. I hope no one got hurt there, mate. Genuinely. Ooh, yeah. Shit. I bet that was scary. Yeah, I got a PS5 camo controller. Nice, mate. Nice buy. I've just checked the old mode, mate. It's fine. It seemed fine. Yeah, you don't need special mats. Those baking mats do absolutely fine. Yeah, I've measured the transistor. It's absolutely fine. Or at least it's reading fine. Anyway. Picking Discord. Okay, mate. Cool. Let's have a look. U129. Right by the APU on the edge of the board. Okay, I will check in a second. I'm grabbing myself a smoke. I'm grabbing myself a smoke. No one's hurt. You put your finger over the hole and got your mum to isolate the gas from the meter. Nice, mate. Really glad you you kept everyone safe there, buddy. Genuinely. Cheers for that, Lee. I'll take a nose at that now. See what we can see. I have looked in that area, funnily enough. I think I have. he's talking about here, I believe. When I get it in focus. Cool. Right then. Well, I'm going to light my smoke. I think I'll join you in that smoke. Don't blame me, mate. I've been going at it for 2 hours already. So it's time for a quick 5-minute break. Why was Wayne trying to call me? Makes you hungry thinking of the kitchen. Yep. Does anyone in chat know why Wayne was trying, like genuinely, does anyone in chat know why Wayne was trying to phone me? Like being all serious for a second. Has he been in chat at all? And I've missed him? I can scan through chat, but... No, I've gone to the top and I can't see any messages. Not seeing Wayne in chat. Right. I'm going to call him quickly. I know it's late, but he tried to call me at 11:15. I'm going to mute my mic a sec. I'm going to call him just in case something's wrong. I'm back. No, he isn't answering. Hopefully he's okay. He hasn't messaged me. He just tried to call me. He's probably drunk called me. I know he has a drink on a weekend, so he probably has actually drunk called me. But I don't know. My phone. I didn't hear my phone ring. Is it on silent? Oh, it's on Do Not Disturb mode. Damn it. Yeah. About 11:15 PM. Yeah, it was. In fact, it was exactly 11:15 PM. 11:16 PM. Right. Okay. Yeah, it could have been about that then. Got ya. No worries. Yeah, it was 11:16 PM. So he's probably been in chat and just monitoring. Getting a bit pissed. Nice, dude. I don't blame you after the week you've had, buddy, to be honest with you. Right, let's have a look at this area. Let's just check my readings and see what we get. I could just change the bloody chip and try it. 0.07. Interesting. In diode mode. Let me have a look on a donor board real quick time. 0.07. I don't think that's right. If that's a 3.3 volt area, that's probably not right, but No, apparently it is. Alright, never mind. Let me get some good readings off this board while I'm here. Story checks out there. I'll tell you what, I could just pop a couple of volts through the 3.3 volt. See if anything shows up. I've got a feeling this is a HDMI encoder. I do have a feeling this is something to do with HDMI encoder. So let's just pop in. I'm going to pop the other board on. But yeah, I do have a feeling this is HDMI encoder related, possibly. Maybe they've spilt water on it and they've tried to disconnect everything really quick and blown the encoder. That's possible. It's very possible. So I'm just going to connect up my Southbridge board and power supply. So I'll just give it a volt, see if anything shows up. If nothing shows up, I'll give it 2. If nothing shows up, I'll give it 3. Maybe a couple of IC that shit the bed. Yeah, possibly. Do we not get 3.3 volts on the... Like, that chip comes from the HDMI encoder, doesn't it? That transistor, I'm sure it does. So if the HDMI encoder actually crapped itself, then it could be that. You know what? One thing I didn't check was the ports. No, they seem fine. Never mind. They seem fine. Right. Okay. So just make sure sanity checks and all of that. Let's go for 1 volt then. Nada, nothing. Sweet F8. 1.5. 0.024. I am getting something. .033 at 2 volts. Let's just go to 3.3 because I don't think it's short. 0.058. And yeah, it does try and turn on. Okay, something's just shorted out. Well, it does attempt to turn on when I give it 3.3 volts on that resistor. But it's beep on, beep off. Yeah, alright, so... I think it passes through there, Lee. I think it passes through the HDMI, mate, so I don't think it'll power on without the encoder. I could try that on my board. I could try and just see if it powers on without the encoder on my own board, because that is more of a non-destructive test. Or see if it generates 3.3 volts without that encoder on. I might need a donor encoder anyway to try it, so. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a guess and say it's probably the encoder as well. Right, where's my freaking tweezers gone? There they are. Either the encoder or that transistor. I have just destroyed my connector. That's my board, by the way, so it's fine. Let's just see if I get 3.3 volts without that encoder on. I don't think I will though, if I'm being honest. Okay, I must get 3.3 volts because it goes beep on, beep off with no encoder on. So I must get 3.3 volts on that test point. Let me just confirm.
Hi Phil, I need my regular bird flip please. Smiley face.
Cheers Mark. Thanks for your money. Can't go face cam because I'm smoking. Thanks for lining my pockets, mate. I appreciate that. Right, so voltage mode. No, I do not. Yeah, I do. Okay. I do get a 3.3 volt rail with no encoder. No, that was on my board, Lee.
Hot Potato 91 became a member.
We've got some channel renewals coming through, so I'll give that a second.
to get cheeks became a member.
I am going to try replacing this IC first because that's known to go bad.
Matt Jackson became a member.
A jack-in-the-box flip. I'll show you what a jack-in-the-box flip is.
Lock Wolf T became a member. Superface 215 became a member.
Oh dear. Damn it, YouTube, you stupid thing. Oh, do Emperor June, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that, mate. Buffering. Yep, keep losing connection. It's all good. I'll fix it one day. Right, I was just saying. So I'm going to try, rather than, because I don't want to put heat on that encoder if I don't have to. So rather than doing that, I'm going to try changing this transistor because that's known to go bad. If that don't solve it, if that don't bring 3.3 volt back, then I'm going to change that IC there because Lee said that's connected to our 3.3 volts as well. If they don't, like, if all else fails, then I'll try changing the encoder. I don't want to put heat on that encoder if I don't have to. I don't like to put heat on the encoder when I don't have to. So, yeah, but we are making progress because when I manually supply 3.3 volts, I get beep on, beep off. So, no worries, Elvira. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, never put, damn it, never put heat on that if you don't have to, on that encoder if you don't have to. Or at least that's my way of doing it. I'd rather change this transistor. Number one, it's easier to change the transistor. Number two, it's safer. And I have had these go bad. The first ever no fix, the first ever no power that I repaired on a Series X was caused by this. Come on. It might help if my nozzle was actually on properly. Right. Wait, what is going on with my heat? I think it's time to get a new element. I'm gonna have to order a new heating element because that is definitely on the way out. Jace, thank you for subscribing with Twitch, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the support, mate. Thanks for the support, asshole. Eminem reference. Yeah, I think it's time for me to order a new heating element. I'll get one ordered tonight once I finish streaming.
JSmart6 just gifted 1 cent.
Right, let me grab one of those off a donor board, shall I? Do I want to grab one off my working board? Not really. Let's grab one off this board. Late night repair. Yep. By the way, these transistors you can actually get those off an Xbox One OG board as well. I know I was out of focus there, but never mind. Alright. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong screen. Right, let's try that transistor. Let's see if we get any sign of life. Come on, you punk. It might help if I actually lined up the two boards properly. Right, do we get power back? We do not. Okay, right. Still no power. So it's not that cheap. So that transistor I will put safe, because it will do for a donor. Well, I will, if I know where the hell I put it. There it is. There it is. I'll put that safe because it'll do for a donor transistor. Cool. There we go. Do I change the encoder? No. I do not. Not yet. Don't want to change the encoder yet. Because I don't want to damage the encoder. I don't want to risk damaging the encoder. So I'll change this. Jace gifted a sub. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that, mate. Thanks so much, mate. Why is my microscope so wobbly? By the way, I've got a new microscope, arm on the way, so yeah, I'll be fixing all the issues with my microscope soon. Thank you, Skateboard Mike. Really appreciate that, mate. Colonel, how's it going, mate? I'm going to call you Offset X45. How's that? How's it going, mate? Right. Donor board. Where's it gone? There it is. Thank you. Right. Let's take... Where are ya? It's different on this board.
Stoway just resubscribed for 4 months.
Stoway!
Like dog in here.
Oh, it was U20. What, U129? Damn. Well, thanks for telling me. God. Can't believe you didn't tell me. Mate, I'm disappointed in you for not telling me it was U129 and not this one. That's just shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. I can't believe you would do such a thing to me. Just checking where pin 1 was. Sorry, mate. Well, that's a little bit off, but I don't care. Oh, Lee, that was U129, dude. In fact, there is no U129 on this board. V2 boards, there's no U129, so it's going to have to be the encoder, I guess. Alright, well, that kind of sucks. There is no U129, so encoder's next. You suck! Not you, Lee, I mean the board. Might need to do this from under the board. This heating element is definitely on the way out. Yeah, I'm going to go from under the board. Yeah, alright. Nah, I'll buy an element, mate. A heating element I can get for 20 quid. I'm not going to replace the unit, I'll buy a new element. I've actually got a spare one somewhere. I've got a brand new one spare. Come on. Come on. Am I in the right area? I don't think I am. Now I am. Okay, there we go. There's the donut chip. There's the encoder off. I wasn't in the right area. It's the problem with heating up from underneath, especially when it's like in the middle of the board. It's difficult to know whether you're actually in the right spot or not. Never mind. If it's not this, I don't know what it could be. But no, I'm not going to replace the unit. Not when I can get an element for £20. Damn you, flow indeed. Right, let's just see if 3.3 volt comes back. with that encoder removed. So we should get 3.3 volts with the encoder removed. So we will see. We will see. Ow. I do need to let this board cool down a little bit before I actually power it on, because that board is pretty hot. So let me give that a minute before I apply power to it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go on AliExpress and buy a new heating element. Right, I'm looking for 15-day shipping. Come on, give me 15-day shipping. €29 from Atom directly. No, that's expensive. What are we talking about, Mohand? I'm not sure there, Kyle. To be honest, mate, it's camera specific, I think. Just do it. I'll have a look later for the heated element. I need one with 15-day shipping, ideally. It doesn't have to be 15-day shipping, but I'm not paying Atom's prices, because Atom want €29 plus shipping. I'm not paying their prices. But no, 15-day shipping in the UK is generally free. We get, like, let's put it this way, for you to order something from AliExpress to Canada, I could get it to you quicker. I could order from AliExpress, get it sent to me, and then send it straight to you and get it to you quicker and cheaper than AliExpress will cost. Yes, it's stupid, but yeah, that's just sadly the way it is. Right, that should have cooled down enough. Let's just see. No, absolutely nothing. Damn it. You punk. God damn it. It's not the encoder. It is not the encoder. That's why I didn't want to take it off in the first place. What else generates 3.3 volts? 3 weeks unless Canada Customs holds the item for a week. Damn. Will you leave a link on Discord to your new scope? I'm looking for a kit. I can tomorrow, mate, if you remind me tomorrow, because I'd have to find it. Where does it come from? Right, I'm just scanning the schematic. Because we've got we've got 5 volt. Check DM. One moment. Is that with that's not with 15-day shipping. Actually, it may be. I'd have to add it to my cart and then check on my phone, because for some reason I have weird issues on AliExpress. Let me check my cart on... Right, there it is. Check out. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's 15-day shipping. That's still 28 quid though. I didn't pay that much last time. Yeah, I'll probably buy that one, mate. I don't think I've got much choice on it. Never mind. Oh yeah, it was dead boards, Sussy. It was dead boards, mate. No, the power on board's definitely good. It's definitely an APU issue, an APU board issue. I just don't know where. I've already confirmed it's an APU board issue because I've tried another APU board and it works. So I might have to come back to this one, to be honest. I don't know where that's generated from. That's the only problem. It's 100% not on the Southbridge board because I've confirmed the Southbridge board works on another APU board. But yeah, I just don't know where else it generates from for 3.3 volt, unfortunately. Buy 5, sell them in the store and get one free. Well, I was actually thinking if I buy some, I wouldn't have to pay import tax if I bought enough of them. Pin 53, what do you mean, mate? Pin 39 on the 80 pin ribbon is 3P3 standby and pin 53. Yeah, I need to know where it generates from though. And I don't know. I think it might be... Let's have a look at this chip here. What's this chip? MPS 2122. Let me just have a look at this. Hey, Jamie. Nope, that's not coming up with anything. Right, so what's the U designator? U480. What's on U480? I know I said to focus, but just bear with me a minute. What is on 480? Right, okay, so we've got a 3P3 gated, 3P3V sleep S3, 3P3V force power. Let me just pull up my desktop and I'll show you what I'm seeing. We've got a bunch of things for 3.3 volt on here, so it could very well be this chip. Obviously we've got 12 point, yeah, there we go. 3P3 standby SoC, so that's 3.3 for the APU. Yeah, this looks like it's the main chip. We've got a load of 3.3 and 1.1s coming in here with the enable pin, etc. Voltage in sense. Yeah, should we try flicking U480 off? Try change that. Because that's got a bunch of stuff for 3.3 volt. All sorts of stuff for 3.3 volt on that. Do it. Yeah, I think get off. Spent too long on this board now. Right, let me just pull that off a donut. I assume it's the same chip. Different part number on it, mind, but I think they're all the same chip. Joseph, thank you, mate. Prime sub burning a hole in your pocket, mate. I will certainly solve that for you. Yeah, that's not quite straight. You punk. Not quite straight. Is she broken? What, this board? Yeah, unfortunately. But we're hoping to change that. Right, forget the flux, don't care about the flux, ignore the flux, ignore my face, go to that camera. Boomskate, let's give it a try, shall we? Don't care about the flux at all, because I am a gangster, and that's how I roll. That's how I gets down, you see. Which way am I? It was the right freaking way. Well, kind of, sort of, yeah. I'll gather my bearings in a minute. I need coffee, that's what I need. So we'll find out what happens right after this short commercial break. Oh dear. Right. Right. No income tax, no VAT, no money back, no guarantee. Black or white, rich or poor. God damn it! We're not cheap. It was not that cheap. 3-month milestone, awesome. Nescaf really do need to sponsor me, don't they? Punk asses. Right, I think I need to come back to this one. I want to work on something else. This is doing my head in now. I don't know where else 3.3 volts is going to be generated from, to be honest with you. Page 49 of the schematics. U3. Where is U3? That's SOC standby though, right? Surely it can't be SOC standby. I've got Q3. I've got U2. Ah, U3's here. Check the ESD. I've checked the components around it, yeah. U3's there. Right, let's give that a try quickly, and then I'm taking a quick 5-minute break, and I'm going to sideline this board because I cannot keep working on it. I need to work on something else. Dooby dooby doo doo doo. I have checked the components around here. None of them are short. Give that a try. And then I'm taking a break if it don't work. Damn it, I pressed the wrong button again. Do. Yeah, I've checked U40. We should be getting 3. I haven't even got the encoder on. We should be getting 3.3 volts with the encoder on, and we're not. With the encoder off, and we're not. So I've tried it on a working board, took the encoder off, and we get the 3.3 volt standby, but we don't get it on this board with the encoder removed. So it's very doubtful it's going to be the encoder. Be very quiet. We're hunting voltage. Do 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 See, who needs background music when you got my angelic voice? What kind of coffee do I drink? Just instant coffee, mate. Like Nescafe, Derek Brits, mainly. Nope. I'm going for coffee. I'll give up. I'm going for coffee. I need a coffee. Nope. Oh. Triggers broom. Still not 3.3. Triggers freaking broom. Try my power supply. The power supply is good, mate. I've confirmed it. Nothing wrong with the PSU at all. Triggers freaking broom. Coffee time. Anyone want a coffee while I'm away? Right. This stream is sponsored by Nescafe. Just saying. Right, I think it's give up time on this for now because I've spent 3 hours on the damn thing. I can't spend any longer on this tonight. I need to work on something else. So I think it's give up time for now. As sad as it may be, I think I should just work on something else for now.
TS Electronics just subscribed on Twitch.
Thank you, TS Electronics. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you, thank you. Right, I'm just going to grab the customer's parts, put them all together. But give up time on that for now. I can't spend any more time on that tonight, realistically. I need to work on something else. I don't need to, but hey ho. I'll leave his screws there. But that is turning into a rabbit hole. Give it a kiss and move on. Only certain people will get that reference. Right. That's his encoder. Put that in an ESD bag. Put it with the console so I know where it is. Time to move on. Time to work on something else for now. That's my encoder. I'll put that in an ESD bag as well. There you go. Any advice on a scope camera? What do you mean to buy one, mate? If you mean to buy one, it really depends on your budget and what kind of microscope camera you want to go for. Do you want to go for one where you've got no optics or one with optics? Q9D1, I'll Google it, could be this. Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll work on it another time, mate. Probably on Tuesday stream. For the record, no, I won't be here Monday because I'm going fishing. Right, let's find the next one in the queue. Next one in the queue is going to be PS5. Bag of screws I can leave in there. Not really bothered about that. So this is a B2B job, eh? I think it's no power. I think it's like a single beep and then nothing. I think it's a B2B job. So we will see. B2B, for anyone wondering, is business to business. Yeah, I'm going fishing Monday. Indeed. By the way, if anyone's in the market for a Nintendo Switch OLED board, I have one for sale. Just saying. Doing anything tomorrow for the combination? No, because I don't like the Royals. I think Sarah, my partner's, going to a dad's because her dad likes it. So I think she's going to a dad's, but I'm not sure. But I'm not doing anything special now. We was going to go to London. I was going to take the kids to London, but I'm glad I didn't tell them now because, well, we watched the news earlier and people have been camping there since Monday. So I was going to take the kids to Buckingham Palace, but because they do like stuff like that. But no, we're not going to go there now. We was going to. I'll be catch a fish or two. Hopefully. I had 10 on Monday when I went Monday. 10 carp. Pretty decent day. 15.5 pound was my biggest. Which is around about 5 kilos. Not my biggest, like, personal best. I mean, like, overall, on Monday, £15 was my biggest. Don't get anything for Royal. Yeah, I'm really not interested in the Royals. Never have been. I have some very strong opinions which I cannot voice on YouTube about the Royals. Because I will get banned. Don't find fishing interesting, but we all have our hobbies. Yeah, I mean, some people drink, some people smoke cannabis, some people do whatever, you know, go out. I like to play poker and I like to go fishing. That's my two hobbies. It's really the only two hobbies I've got apart from, like, obviously the obvious, which is electronics. Right, okay. So this is coming as a B2B. I'm a little bit behind on it, actually. I should have done this a few days ago, but I'm a bit behind. I've got loads of work in and not enough time. But I am having some time off this weekend because everyone else is, so why the hell shouldn't I? So I think this is no power. So it's already been looked at, but I think it's no power. So let's have a look. So they've left the screws and whatnot out because, well, it makes it easier for me, I suppose. But let's just put them to one side so I know where they are. There are some screws in the bag. If I do get it working, there are some screws in the bag. If I don't get it working, it'll go back with just these screws in. If I do get it working, then it'll go back. That's the wrong screw, my friend. That is the wrong screw. Yeah, if I do get it working, then I'll put every screw back. If I don't get it working, it goes back as it come to me. Let's just check for any more screws. No, no more in there. Ah, damn it! Could have left those. Could have left those ones out. All right. I hate the fact they're rich. I don't hate the fact they're rich. I can't voice my opinions on it. I've got opinions about the Royals, but I can't voice them. I'll get banned. I'm not going to get banned for it. Very strong opinions about the Royals. I'm not anti-Royal. I'm not one of those people, but I just don't like them. Right, by the look of that antenna, the power supply has been checked. The antenna's unrouted, so this part of the antenna should be underneath this corner here. There's like a little clip on the power supply. So it looks like the power supply has been checked. Whether they've done any work to it, I don't know. How's it going, Nicola? I get what you're throwing. Yeah, I can't voice them, that's all. I can voice them on Discord. I can't voice them in here. I voiced them earlier in Discord chat. Pissed a few people off. But you know what? It's my opinions. But if I said what I thought on YouTube, I'd probably get banned. So it's not worth it. $4,000 screws later. Right, this is going to be an HDMI 1.0 board. Unless it's got the wrong heatsink on it. No, it is going to be an HDMI 1.0. It's got the 4 antenna connectors. Have you ever been to Kansas City? No, I have not. I don't have strong feelings, I have strong opinions. Well, I'm not going to voice them here. It's not the place. It's not the place to voice them. Unfortunately, I have to be careful what I say on YouTube. And that's one thing that will probably get me banned, so... Nope. Right, okay. Let's get to this. So, first thing I'm going to do is check my voltage rails. See what rails I've got, what rails are missing. So we're very likely going to get a 12 volt, yep. Let's zoom in so you can see a little bit closer at what I'm doing. There you go. Might have had to stop wobbling. Oi, I said stop wobbling. Thank you. Did we get a 5 volt rail? We should do, yeah. We should also get a 3.3, yeah. We get 5 there. We get 3.3 there. 5 there. 2 there. Do we get 0.8 here? We do not. We do not get a 0.8 there. No. 0.27 volts there, not 2.5. So we've got no 2.5 volt here. No 2.5 there. And no 5 there. Alright, okay. So 2.5 is missing, which means 0.8 is going to be missing anyway because it's not being generated. And we've got 5 volt missing down here as well. Okay. Okay. Let's pop that ribbon out. Zoom back out a little bit. Okie dokie. How's it going, Nathan? Q20 when pulled high. Right, got ya. Right then, so the question now is, number one, has the liquid metal been checked? And if it has, and it's all good, then what else do we have wrong? So let's just go into continuity mode a second. I'm not going to pull this off unless I... No, that's been checked, alright. That's been taken off before, so... Yeah, that liquid metal, I'll check it, seeing as though it's been taken off before. I don't like to take it off unless I have to, but I will check it just in case someone's missed something. Just seeing as though it's been checked already. It's best to check it just to make 100% sure. So let's just check under here. Yep, no problems there. So very unlikely to be the liquid metal because it only ever spills there really. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's check the HDMI encoder area first. So I'm in diode mode. Red probe on ground. 0.34, 0.16, 0.16, 0.16, 0.16. Whoops. 0.34, 0.43, 0.16, 0.16, 0.16, 16, 16, 16, 34, 34, 16, 33, 16, 16. Alright, cool. That's all good on the encoder. Let's check this these USB circuits. 0.38, 75, 25. That's going to be, whoop, that's going to be fine. Whoopsie. 1.65, 1.9, 0.41. Yeah, all of this seems okay. That's ground. Yeah, all of that seems fine. Let's check around here. So I'm just going to check this both and magnetics module, because if this shows up short then we'd have a bad safe bridge, because it goes to the safe bridge through these wires here, or these traces here. So it comes from that both end, it comes to here on these differential pairs, and then it goes into the top of the safe bridge here. So yeah, if we had an issue with that, if that showed up short at all, then it would be that what caused it. The safe bridge what causes it. It's not going to be the BIOS IC, because we do get some sort of a boot sequence. So it's very unlikely to be the BIOS IC. Let's have a look around the Wi-Fi module. 39, 32, 39, 31. Whoops. 39, 39, 32, 38, 31, 38. That's got some excess current in it, so I'm going to let that drain. Yeah, no worries, Ellis. Have a good night, mate. Have a good night, buddy. 0.42. 0.48. Okay, that's absolutely fine on that area. Let's check this area. So, fuse is good. I've got beeper turned off, by the way, so. That area is fine. Let's check this area. Bingo. Bingo. We have a short on this area here. And the fuse is also blown. Right, okay. So this fuse is bad for a start. So if I go into continuity mode with beeper turned on. So there you go. And yep, that fuse is definitely bad. So that is definitely an issue. So we've got no short that side of the fuse, but as soon as we touch this side of the fuse, we're dead short to ground. So it's likely going to be a single cap. So if you look here, obviously that's going to be shorted to ground, and it is. It's likely going to be a single cap. The easiest way to find out is to just inject voltage, because there's too much on the circuit. You've got this circuit here, but then on top of that you've also got this area, whoops, here. So this area here is where we're supposed to get 0.8 volts. In fact, you can see some signs of heat around here as well. Something's got pretty hot. In fact, it probably is the dialog IC, because that's got really, really hot around the chip itself. So we're supposed to get 0.8 volts here. That was missing. Supposed to get 2.5 volts here. That was missing. And I can't remember exactly which one it is, but one of these is supposed to get 5 volts, and that comes from here. So we've definitely got, it's probably going to be a 5 volt short, something on the 5 volt side, but that is definitely short to ground. And like I said, the easiest way to figure out what the hell is wrong is to just inject voltage, because I am lazy as hell and I don't want to sit around hunting all day for a short if I don't have to. So I'll just inject voltage and be a lazy technician. It's going to be the easiest thing to do. So I'm going to set my bench power supply up at 1 volt. And I'm going to solder a wire to here and make it nice and easy for myself. I'm going to make it nice and easy. I'm going to solder, well, I'll say I'm going to solder a wire. I'm not going to solder a wire. I'm just going to solder some used wick, because I'm also a cheap technician and I don't want to waste money. So I'm going to grab some used wick. I'm going to trim it in half, like so. So it's not too thick. or not too wide rather, not too thick. I'm a cheapskate, you see. So let's just grab some flux. I'm going to solder to this cap here. Because I'm a cheapskate, you see. Right, so let's tin that. Let's solder that. Create a nice little bridge. And then I can just use my crocodile clip. When I've got the thermal cam set up, I can just clip it to that. And then I can move around freely. I can move freely, you see. No worries, Nathan. Have a good night, mate. So, I'm going to grab my thermal camera, if I can find the damn thing. Of course, I can never find my thermal camera, so, yeah. There is that. No, thermal camera's here. Let me just load up the software. TC view. Let's go to the thermal camera screen. Right, so here's where I've got that wire, and that is just there. We've got 5 amps of current. That's got a lot of current going through that. Ooh. I think you'll find that's exactly the cap that I've just soldered to. I think that cap that I've just soldered to is where the short is. That's what it appears to be according to the thermal camera. Either that one or that one. Let's find out. So let's pop a bit of... Well, no, let's not. Let's not put the isopropyl alcohol on until I've actually injected voltage. So we've got 5 amps of current going through that right now. So it's no wonder the fuse blew. Let's grab some IPA. Something is getting very, very freaking hot, and it looks like it's that cap. It's no wonder we've got a singe mark on the other side of the board. Yeah, so it looks like that cap is what is actually short. Okay. Right. So if we go for where's my nozzle gone to my hot air? There it is. So that's short right now. Yep. Yep. As soon as I remove that cap, the short is gone. No more beeping. Yep, that short is now cleared. Cool, good stuff. So I also need to remove the fuse because that's blown. It needs a replacement fuse as well. You see just how hot that fuse has actually got. Just by the fact that it's just breaking away while I'm using soldering iron. Now look at that. Yep, so the fuse was literally just breaking up. It's got that hot that it's got no integrity left. There we go. Right. Time to grab some replacement components from a donor board. Time to grab a donor board. Let me find one with that fuse on and the cap. Yep, good. Got it. Oh no, actually, I don't know whether that is actually a donor board or not. Let's not use that one. Let's use this one, shall we? Right, okay. So, which cap was it? Right. Where's my couldn't find where I was working then. So let's just double check. Let's make sure that this fuse is good. Yep. And there's no short on that area, which means that we can take both those components. Pop that to one side. Grab the fuse. Replacement fuse. That's not the cap I'm looking for. Where have I just put that cap? Damn it, I've lost it. Well, they're all the same value on that line anyway, so I've lost that cap. God damn it. I'll grab another one. Yeah, they're all the same value on that line, so it doesn't really matter too much. And then of course as I put it on there, I'll find the one that I was looking for. You punk. I'll put it on there just to know 100%. As far as I'm aware, they are all the same value, but just to make sure I'm putting the right value on. Damn it, I need to retin this now. Mofo. Ah, yes, son of a... Well, that's gone. Typical. I guess that'll teach me for using 99% airflow, huh? There we go. Right. Okay, so let's just clean up. Alright then, let's just clean up, shall we? Confirmation. Good. Good stuff. No short and a good fuse. Cool. That'll do. That'll do. Let's drink some coffee, shall we? Thermal camera, let's just put that away. There it is. This should work now, theoretically, unless he's taken out the fuse in the top left corner, which it can take out that fuse, but it's not likely. It's not likely to have taken it out. It has done in the past. I've had it take it out before, but meh. Boom. Boom. We win. Yet again, we win. We are still the masters of PS5s. Ha! We are still the masters of PS5s. Ain't no stopping us. No stopping. No one does it better. Nice one, laddie. Wi-Fi antenna needs replacing. Beep, beep, beep. That's what I call the 3 beeps of success. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, boy. The 3 beeps of success. Winner, winner. Where is my HDMI? Sorry, my TV remote. Who's had my TV remote? Which one of you? Come on, give it back. I need it, please. I know you thought I wasn't going to fix anything for the next 6 weeks, but I need it, please. I saw that earlier. That's the worst thing. I don't know where I've put it. Where did I put my TV remote? Damn it. Oh, damn it. I've lost it. No one does it better. I had my TV remote earlier, and now I don't know what I've done with it. 'Cause I'm a moron. Got it. Panic over. Guys, calm down. I've got it, okay? Ladies, gentlemen, it's fine. It's okay. There's no need to worry anymore. Don't worry. Be happy. Boom. 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 Right, that's it. Now I'll get a full test tomorrow. Turn off. Power of the mind. We win. Oh, we've wanted one. There we go. Another PS5 fixed. Yeah, so basically, to put it frankly, one tiny capacitor which costs probably about a penny, and a fuse which costs about 50 pence is all that was stopping this from powering on. Cheers, Mark. Thanks, mate. So yeah, this can go back to back to my customer. He'll get it back to his customer. Sure, he'll be more than happy to hear the good news tomorrow. Good stuff. Happy days. Another winner. I'll put this back together tomorrow. because I never put them back together while I'm streaming. It does need a replacement antenna. I'll let the customer know. I mean, this isn't going to go back until Tuesday, so I'll let the customer know, and if he wants me to change the antenna, I can. If he wants to change it himself, then, you know, so be it. But it does need an antenna, so I'll obviously give him 2 quotes, one with and one without, because obviously he's got to pay money to do that. So yeah, happy days though. Managed to fix it. Thank you, thank you. Skidadding. No worries, Peppergreen. No worries at all, mate. No problem. No problem. Right. I think that's me done. It's 2:41 AM. Been going for 4 hours, so yeah, I think I'm done, guys. I think it is time for sleep. Actually, it's time for food, but yeah. Thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. That Series X is confusing me, but I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah, hitting the hay, mate. Definitely hitting the hay now. I'm trying to get a somewhat early night. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. That Series X I'll probably look at again on Tuesday. I'm not going to be streaming Monday because it's bank holiday and I'm going fishing. I won't be back until like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and I'll be absolutely shattered because I'm leaving the house at 5 in the morning. So yeah, I'll be streaming Tuesday. Obviously videos through the weekend, but other than that, next stream will be Tuesday. Superface renewed his channel membership. Oh no, that was all renewals, never mind. Thank you all. Yeah, I'm going to forward on to ComputerBooter, so I'm going to raid him on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, it'll automatically forward. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, as always. Cheers, David. Thanks, mate. See you next week, not Monday. Yep, Tuesday. So yeah, take it easy, guys. See you all in the next one. Peace.